Hello, dear students. Welcome to I-Fal. My name is Teacher Nikki, and I am here to have another video lesson with you. So I am so excited to talk about a new topic for you today that will help you understand and construct better sentences using the English language. I know that these lessons will be very helpful for you to communicate using the English language that are grammatically correct and properly constructed, considering that we will be talking about some grammar topics. So I want you to concentrate on our lesson today, pay attention to our sample sentences, and please practice them very well even after the class. So let's go ahead and start our lesson. Let's go.
So for this lesson, we have the next type of your pronoun, which is reflexive pronouns. So let's go ahead and define reflexive pronouns. So we use a reflexive pronoun when we want to refer back to the subject of the sentence or clause. Reflexive pronouns usually end in self, like singular, or selves for plural. So when you are just reflecting or referring back to the subject of your sentence or the clause, then definitely you can just use your reflexive pronouns to avoid repetition. So let's see more of that. Okay, there are eight reflexive pronouns in our English language. So we have your singular, myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, and your plural, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. Okay, so as you can see with the kind of reflexive pronouns here, you will be able to identify what kind of subject or subject of the sentence or subject of the clause you are actually referring back or reflecting. Okay, it's just very easy to understand that with any other pronouns that we have. Okay, now let's take a look at some example sentences here and identify they are non-reflexive or reflexive pronouns. Okay, on the first column that we have here, the underlined words are not the same person or thing, so that's why we cannot reflect them, okay, or we cannot use reflexive pronouns in this case. Like for example, John saw me. So John and me are two different people. So that's why we cannot use reflexive pronouns. So John saw me. Why does he blame you? Two different people. David sent him a copy. It's not David, okay? It's not the same David, but another person. David sent her a copy. My dog hurt the cat, okay? So not different animals. We blame you. Can you help my children? They cannot look after the babies. So as you can see, if these are two different people or thing, definitely we cannot use reflexive pronouns. On the other hand here, on the other column, so we have reflexive pronouns. The underlined words are the same person or thing, okay? I saw myself in the mirror. So I and myself are just the same. So instead of saying I saw me in the mirror, we just use reflexive pronouns myself to refer back to your subject, which is just the same person or thing. Next, why do you blame yourself? Okay, John sent himself a copy. Mary sent herself a copy. My dog hurt itself. We blame ourselves. Can you help yourselves? They cannot look after themselves. So, all of this, your subjects, the underlined subjects, and the reflexive pronouns, just yet again, are just the same person or thing or people. All right. So, I hope it's clear with these examples that we have here. And I want you to take time and think of sentences where we can use your reflexive pronouns. Okay. So, moving forward, but remember, notice that all the above reflexive pronouns can also act as intensive, okay, pronouns, but the function and usage are different. So remember, an intensive pronoun emphasizes its antecedent, okay? So there is an emphasis to the earlier word to which it refers. Okay? So, remember, we have the intensive pronouns. So there is an emphasis. So there are 2 points to remember. We can remove an intensive pronoun and the sentence will still make sense. Okay? If we remove a reflexive pronoun, the sentence longer makes sense. Remember that, okay? So if you want to differentiate intensive from your reflexive, if you remove that intensive pronoun, so the sentence will still make sense. And the second point here is, in most cases, an intensive pronoun can go before or after a verb, okay? Intensive can be before or after a verb. Okay, so example here, I made it myself. Okay, this is your reflexive pronoun. So now look at the sentence. I myself made it. So you are emphasizing that it's you who made it. Okay, so if I remove myself, the sentence will still make sense. Have you yourself seen it? Intensive. Have you seen it yourself? Okay, so this is reflective. Okay, next, the president himself promised to stop the war. So that is intensive. So she spoke to me herself. Okay, so that is intensive. Okay, she herself spoke to me. Okay, in this case, this is also intensive. No, the first one is reflective. Number five, the exam itself wasn't this difficult. Okay, that is intensive. And lastly, never mind, we'll do it ourselves. Okay, so that is just what? We'll do it ourselves. Okay, so this is reflective. All right, so that is just what we have for your reflexive pronoun. Okay.
So I hope you find our lesson today very helpful. So as I always say, the secret in making your communication skills in English better is constant practice. So I want you to please keep on practicing all the lessons that we've had in the past and even this present lesson. So I know that you can do it really well and you'll improve yourself eventually. So just keep believing in yourself and practice more, okay? Now, please stay tuned to our more lessons here in I-Fal, and please visit our website that I will flash on the next screen. I also encourage you to please subscribe to our classes because we have a lot of amazing teachers that will help you and guide you in improving your English skills. So once again, this is Teacher Nikki. So I'll just see you again on the next classes and video lessons that we're going to have. I know that we will have more amazing lessons in the future. So stay tuned and good luck. Study harder and I'll see you next time. Bye.